Happy Hari Raya to our Muslim friends.
Yes, Selamat Hari Raya. And welcome to Razor Pop.
Or more like popcorn today.
No lah, today very serious, our topic.
Yeah, but it's about movies, right?
Well, yeah, some parts about movies. Every Wednesday we go to the movies and today is no different.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Sarah.
Yep.
And today, Razor Pop does take on a more serious tone. And why is that?
Well, the US financial crisis is sweeping the globe. And not surprisingly, it has a major impact on the entertainment industries of the world, including the film industry.
Dum, dum, dum. Wow, you delivered that very, very seriously.
Of course.
Now, in Busan, South Korean, home to the biggest Asian film festival and film market, Asian filmmakers are struggling to attract investors amid falling box office numbers.
That's right. The chief programmer of the Busan International Film Festival, Jae Jeon, told AFP, "These are difficult times. Our challenge, set against a decreased level of investment, is to engage people in the industry once again."
Maybe that will lead to a rise in indie films. Who knows?
I think so. I love indie films.
Yeah. Well, let's check out this clip. Last year, Korea produced 112 films, but only 13 of those broke even. Now, this year, only 30 Korean films are expected to be produced. Now, industry observers say this latest news is even more threatened, as figures are expected to go even lower.
Oh no. Well, in Hong Kong, fewer than 50 local films were released in the past 12 months, compared to the 1980s heyday of more than 300 local films annually. And there are now fears of the figure scaling downwards even further.
In Singapore, I bet we would definitely take a toll because local producers say that the industry will definitely suffer many blows from this latest crisis. Already, there are numerous projects seeking funding from investors, but the investment pool will be somewhat dry all throughout this year and all the way through to the next.
Now, meanwhile, in the US, where the crisis originated, even blockbuster makers are feeling the pinch. Steven Spielberg's company DreamWorks SKG is waiting to close a US $500 million deal with Indian entertainment conglomerate Reliance. Now the deal would
name.
Yeah, exactly.
Reliance.
The deal would allow DreamWorks to make 6 films a year.
That's actually quite good, right, for them? I mean,
yeah.
if they continue churning out 6 movies a year, that's pretty
Provided
decent.
they churn out a profit for each film.
500 million invested. That's wow.
That's a lot,
For how
yeah.
many years, man?
No, but a Hollywood film is, sometimes 500
budget.
is not really nothing.
Yeah, it's small. However, both the companies so far have yet been able to raise the several $100 million in debt financing because of the troubles facing Wall Street.
Now, the credit crunch is a far cry from the situation 4 years ago, when Hollywood studios and Wall Street started making deals involving hundreds and millions of dollars.
Banks like Merrill Lynch, and I sound weird now because I have a sweet in my mouth. I didn't want to overpower. I didn't want to overpower you with garlic breath. Okay, banks like Merrill Lynch, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs started buying a stake in several of studios' films in exchange for 13 to 18% annual rate of return. For studios, it was an opportunity to spread the risk of making an expensive film. Take, for example, films like this.
Twilight. Okay, Merrill Lynch came up with $1 billion for a new studio that's releasing the vampire movie Twilight. That's opening at the end of this year.
Oh, this is so what Helmi's looking forward to. He loves this show.
Yeah, Helmi loves the horror genre. It is also backed by a $500 million production facility for MGM's United Artists division, which is releasing the Tom Cruise movie Valkyrie in December. That's a story set in World War II when a couple of German Nazis are trying to overthrow Hitler. Yep. Yeah, it's a Bryan Singer movie. Remember Bryan Singer? Usual Suspects? Anyway.
I'm just wondering what Tom Cruise is.
There we go, can you see? Yeah, right there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Bryan Singer, he directed Usual Suspects and Superman Returns.
It looks like it will be
X-Men
good.
movies, X-Men 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, but it looks
That's
like it's
Bryan
going to be good.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Today, there's absolutely no chance of something like that happening, though, because we all know big players like Merrill Lynch and Lehman Brothers are no longer in the picture. But other banks like Deutsche Bank and Dresdner Kleinwood have also made their exit from Hollywood. And the sports industry too, but
What's up with the sports industry?
Because a lot of them sponsor teams in sports.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so, like AIG and stuff like that, a lot of them are falling. So, film, sport, what else in pop culture is going to take a toll?
Well, first there may
You're
be...
killing us, people. You're killing us.
The consumers suffer in the end of the day, right? Okay, well, so what does this all mean to you? Yep, because we're the ones suffering. So, well, first, there may be far fewer movies coming your way in the next few years.
More DVDs.
And we're not just talking about Hollywood films. We're talking about Asian ones too. So basically, don't download your films from the internet.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, no, because if you download it from the internet, then it's like you're killing the industry. You're killing the industry anyway.
I guess so.
That's why, yeah.
I guess so, but you have to think as well. That like honestly, if we buy DVDs as well, it can continue.
Oh, it helps. Yeah,
trending.
DVDs, yeah.
Even go retro, man. Do you have VHS tapes anymore?
Yes, I do.
You do? Do you still have a player that actually plays them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's
I
dirty.
don't.
It's
I
like
have many
fungus.
tapes. Oh, my tapes are all like white, looking inside.
Well, because of fungus.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
fungus. Dude.
Yeah, but like I don't have a player, so like whatever. Anyways, there might be fewer, in fact I think there will be fewer big budget action extravaganzas and event movies. Sure, Spider-Man sequels and Shrek sequels will still get made because they're such surefire hits. But every other mega project that does not have a guaranteed appeal may struggle to see the light of day.
That's the end of creativity, right?
But we might see more movies on a budget. Like last year...
Like you're saying indie films, right?
Indie films.
More intelligent films.
I think there was one Singaporean film this year that was made on a budget of like $1 or something like that.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
But did you make the film or your
No,
neighbor make
no.
the film?
Not me, but you can ask Helmi, he definitely would know.
Okay. Okay, well, and lastly, there may be less variety and diversity in the types of... Sorry, it's sweet. Diversity in the types of films you get.
I know I am.
Yep. Studios won't have the appetite to take risks, which may mean movies may become even more formulaic and less challenging.
Totally. I think all of them would like have that tried and tested route again because people want, ROI.
That's why a lot of films are sort of like taking cue from all the comic books because they already have a built-in audience. Comic books and video games and stuff like that. Anyway, films like A Scanner Darkly and Waking Life certainly wouldn't get made in this environment.
Oh, those are like the kinds that Helmi likes as well.
It's one of my favorite films, man. It's the same director that did Before Sunrise and Before Sunset.
Oh.
Yep, it's the same director and same writer of those movies. So he does like all these like really philosophy driven films. And he also does all these romantic films,
The girl from Before Sunrise and Before Sunset went on to make a continuation after that as well.
Yeah, did she?
Yeah, she did.
I know she cut like
but it
2
wasn't.
albums, music albums.
I didn't quite like it.
Oh, I thought it was a beautiful show.
Yeah. No. As in the continuation that she herself produced.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, then again, there's also the possibility that since studios have fewer projects to greenlight, they might have quality over quantity. So who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
That's right. Well, next up, we have movie reviews.
Yes.
Helmi gives you a guide of what to watch and what to skip on this holiday.
He's the best in the business, so let's roll the clip.
By some strange coincidence, there are 2 action films involving cell phones that open this week. The first high-octane thriller is Connected by Hong Kong action director Benny Chan. Adapted from the 2004 Hollywood flick Cellular starring Chris Evans and Kim Basinger, this hyperkinetic, edge-of-your-seat actioner has Louise Koo racing frantically through the streets of Hong Kong in an attempt to save a kidnapped woman. Yes, it's almost as exciting as watching F1. The woman, played by the lovely Barbie Sue, had randomly dialed Louise on his mobile phone and pleaded for help. And while the rest of us would just switch off our phones, Louise actually goes to her rescue. The plot is sometimes ridiculous, but the action sequences are fantastic. And believe it or not, it is actually better than the Hollywood version. The action sequences are more spectacular and the characters are far more convincing. If you can leave your brain at the door, this is the holiday movie to catch. The second film, involving cell phones, is also very entertaining. Again, the plot doesn't always make sense, but the car crashes and the explosions are so real I tell you. Shia LaBeouf and Michelle Monaghan play two regular folks who receive a phone call from a strange woman.